Good morning. Good morning. So it is such a lovely morning right now. I am just getting back in. I went and ran 2 miles, and I feel really, really good. I feel really, really refreshed. A friend of mine and me are supposed to do a 5K end of October, the hot chocolate run. I chose that one because it was a hot chocolate, the hot chocolate run. Just wanted to make sure I had some hot chocolate or something, since I'm eating sugar now. Yeah. So anyway, so today was such a good day. Well, this morning. I mean, the day hasn't even really fully started for a lot of people, but I've been up since 4:30. So, no, I think I've been up since like 3:30. Yeah, yeah. But anyways, my internal, alarm clock, it comes on automatically just because I'm timed like that, So I get up early every single morning, and it's always good to get up and get my workout in. A lot of times I'll just go to the gym. Well, at first I started out going to the gym, running 3 miles, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I go back in the evening and weight train. Lately, I have been, because I'm trying to gain more muscle, I've been working out in the morning and weight training in the morning and weight training in the evening. And since I've been training for this 5K, I've been wanting to go outside and run. Man, outside running just gave me life. Forget about the treadmill. Like, I don't even want it anymore. So anyway, so I had to take a break from social media for a little bit, a couple of days, few days. Yeah. So my birthday was Sunday. Ooh, 35. Yeah, the world says I'm 35, but I'm actually 25. So, and I don't care what anybody says about that, like my friends. Anyway, so I have been believing God for some things over the past few weeks. He's placed a lot on my heart. He's given me a lot of work to do. I mean, when God is in your life, like when you've fully surrendered your life to Him, you are never bored. Like, you always have something to do. Always. And it's a beautiful thing. Like, you are never idle. I mean, and if you do get a chance to be idle, even just a little bit, like a chance to just not have, like, you don't have anything to do, you feel weird. Like, I don't got nothing to do today. Like, I got stuff to do every day. You telling me today I don't have nothing to do? You don't know how to act. Like, you don't know what to do. You don't want to just lay around. I mean, it's like when God comes in your life is so full that you get used to it. You enjoy it because you're living for a purpose. You're living for a reason. Everything that you do is for a reason. So when you have some extra time where there is nothing that you need to do, like, you have to really, really, like, just try to get past the weirdness of it and find yourself some business or lay around. It's really hard to just lay around, right? So me, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll just take myself somewhere or something, or, but like I said, God has you so busy that you end up doing all kinds of other things, like reading. Reading. Woo! I don't care what anybody says. I like to read. God gives me the books to read. I read them. Because He's trying to tell me something, and I'm always looking for a word from God in everything. So yeah. Anyways, sorry, there was a gnat, and I gnats and flies, gnats and flies. Woo! All right. Anyway, I had a funny story about gnats, but I'm not even gonna go there right now because that is not what this is about. But anyway, I gotta stay on track here. All right, so I have been believing God. I have fully given my life to God. I have fully surrendered my life to Him. I am doing the Lord's work. And everything that I do is He has shown it to me. He has given me the vision. He has dropped that vision in me, and I am creating. That is the way that it goes. But God is my provider, right? He gives me these assignments, He gives me my assignment and he funds the assignment. And so here I am, I'm getting close to the end of my funds and I'm like, Lord, and what we end up doing sometimes is trying to figure out how we're going to get the stuff done, like through our own strength. And we got to understand that is just not how that works. Like, we do it through God does it. Like, we don't do it. He does it, right? He provides us with the vision. He provides us with the provision. I don't know if you heard that before, but it is true, right? And so I'm still sitting here, in the beginning of my walk with God. I am creating the things that he drops into me to create, the visions that he gives me. He shows me something, I immediately start making moves to create what it is that he's showing me. And so in the process of doing that over this, within this past year, in the process of doing that, a lot of things have been birthed. And now I'm in this position where I have to multiply them, right? Grow them, right? Manage these different things. But the thing is like in the process, like he's dropping more things in me, like dropping more things. And then you wonder, like, man, do I got the time? Do I got the time for all this? I don't know. But he wouldn't tell me to do it if I didn't have the time. So I must have the time, right? And he wouldn't tell me to do it if he wasn't going to finance it. So anyways, I've been believing God to make sure that I got everything that I need to complete the work, do the work that he is calling me to do, that he is creating in me, all that he's creating through me, right? I want to make sure that I can do it. And so I am in this place right now where I am learning, my faith is being tested to a different level. He's taking me to a different level in my faith. And he's saying, trust him, that he will provide all the provision that I need, not trying to get it myself, right? And so that's pretty much where I am. I'm at this place where I'm going to a different level. He's elevating me to a different level, and it's requiring another level of faith, I guess you could say. And so he teaches me. He was teaching me about this next level of faith. What he always does is he teaches me, and then he brings me to a place where I have to practice what he's taught me. I have to do what he's taught me, because again, there's no point in hearing God or reading his word, getting an instruction or directive, and then not doing it. Like, he's not just going to tell you it and then not give you any situation or any opportunity to act on it, to do what you just learned. Because how else do you learn? You learn by it. You hear, even when you go to school, they teach you, and then you do the work. They teach you, and then you do the work. In math, they teach you how to do the problems, and then you do the problems. In English, they teach you how to read and how to proofread and all this other stuff, and then you do it, right? So it's the same thing with God. He teaches you, and then he gives you opportunity to do. And in those opportunities that you get to do, he blesses you for your obedience, right? So anyway, gosh, because I just get all off track. So anyway, I'm just believing him, for all these things. So anyway, I was going through this last week, I was getting, my spirit was, something in me was getting to this place where it was frustrated. It was just like, I'm supposed to be doing something to get what I need. I'm supposed to be doing something to get what I need. I'm tired of being in this place where I don't see what you're trying to tell me, or I don't see a way out. I don't, you know what I mean? It's like my back was pressed up against the wall, and me, the way I am, don't press my back up. Don't press me up against the wall. Like, you want to see me come out of this nice, whatever person, this quiet person, or this, you want to see me come up out of myself and come into this new, this lion, I guess you could say. Press me up against the wall. Put my back up against the wall. You're going to see some strength you ain't never seen before. And I don't even know where it came from. I think it's over my lifespan. God has put some things in me, what I've experienced, what I've gone through, you know, whatever. But don't, man, you put my back up against the wall, I'm going to get off the wall. It's not going to stay there, and it's not going to stay there for a long time. I want to know what it is that I need to do, or I'm going to do something. So I had gotten to this point where I was just like, no, I'm tired of being on this wall. Like, I'm pushing back, I'm pressing in, I'm getting off this wall. Like, I need to know. Like, I'm fed up. I need to know what I need to do, you know. And so anyway, I'm sitting there, I'm sitting in service and everything, and you know, I was getting the, you know, he was telling me things that I was going to have to do. He was going to challenge my faith, this and that, taking us to the next level, challenging us and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, and so I'm sitting in service and I'm just thinking, I talked to my mentor. I have a mentor, and she's just a lovely, lovely lady. And so she's like a mother figure too. So, you know, just talking to her, and we were, you know, at a place where we serve at this juvenile detention center where we serve, and we're out in the parking lot, and she's like, you need to sew, you know, you need to sew. And she starts telling me, you know, something, you know, a situation that happened in her past. And I'm like, okay, you know, and I go home and I'm like, man, I need to sew, but I don't even know where I'm sewing to, who I'm sewing to, what how much am I sewing, when am I supposed to sew this, right? These things, these questions that I have is, what am I sewing, when am I sewing, and where am I sewing it, right? I had none of those answers. That was Saturday. That Sunday I go to church, and my pastor is talking, and then he, you know, he says something, and it hit me in my spirit immediately, and he gave me the where to sew, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. And immediately when he gave me the where, God dropped the how much, like the amount. He spoke it to me loud and clearly. Like it was like the minute my pastor said it and it hit me in my spirit of where, God was like, this amount. And I was like, whoa, what? Really? Like right now, you want me to sew that amount, considering I got this thing, this project, and this project all happening simultaneously. All requiring a nice sum of money for me, right? I mean, somebody who has a lot of money might think that's chump change, but for me, it's not chump change because I don't have a lot of money. All right. So right now I do, but not right now. It's in the process. So anyway, so I'm like, all right, well, cool. So now I know when and I know where, but see, I need one more specific thing, because the when is a time span over a few days. So I'm like, which day do you want me to sew this amount, you know? And then, so before that, so this past Sunday, God told me to fast and meditate on 2 scriptures for the next 3 days. So that was Sunday. So this is Wednesday. This is the last day that I'm fasting. But he told me to fast and meditate on some scriptures. The scriptures that he gave me was Genesis 12:2-3. And it says, I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you, and I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. And I will bless those who bless you, and those who curse you, I will curse. And all the peoples on the earth will be blessed through you. And then the other one that he gave me was Deuteronomy 8:18. And it says, but remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms his covenant, which he swore to your forefathers as it is today. So, but remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms his covenant, which he swore to your forefathers as it is today. Okay, so where he says, and so confirms his covenant that he swore to your forefathers this day, it's interesting, man. God, the covenant is the scripture that I just gave you prior to this, Genesis 12:2-3, where it says, I will make you into a great nation. Actually, there's one more scripture before this, but that's not what he gave me. But it was him talking to Abraham, telling Abraham to go into the country that he shows him, leave his father, his mother's house, and go into the land that he shows him. So basically he was telling Abraham, leave everything behind, leave your parents home, leave them, and go into this land that I will show you. And you don't know anything about this land. It is a foreign land, but I'm taking you somewhere. It is already prepared for you. I want you to go there. And when you go there, I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you, and I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. And I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And all the peoples on the earth will be blessed through you. And when he gave me these scriptures, it hit home, because when I first started following God, when I found out it was Christ, right? When I found out who it was that was speaking to me, he established his covenant with me immediately. Again, this is in Genesis. Genesis is the first book in the Bible. And he let me know where we were coming from. And then he established this covenant with me. And so in Deuteronomy 8:18, he says, but remember the Lord your God. Right? So what he was telling me is remember me. Remember what I told you. Remember the covenant that I have with you. Remember that I told you that I will help you to produce wealth, that I give you the ability to do that. Remember me. Remember all the things that I told you. Don't get sidetracked. Don't get discouraged by this circumstance that you see with your natural mind. Understand the covenant that I established with you, that I established with your forefathers, and I established it with you when I came into your life, when I called you. When I called you, I told you that I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you, and I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing, and I will bless those who bless you, and those who curse you, I will curse, and all the peoples on the earth will be blessed through you. And what he's telling me is you meditate on these for the next 3 days while you fast. I want you to get it in your spirit. I want you to understand. I don't want you to forget. I give you the ability to get wealth. I do that according to the covenant that I have with you. Remember that. Don't ever forget that. I got you. I told you I will make your name great, and I will bless you. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting me. I'm like, okay, Lord, okay, I got you. So, I started meditating on the scriptures, and started fasting and everything. And then he let me know exactly the day that he wanted me to sow that seed. And I'm like, okay, all right, I got you. I will do it. Sorry, let me see something here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop this, and I'm gonna come back so that way I can upload this and it'll be faster. So I'll stop it and I'll start back again.